I've wanted to talk about Fate Extella for a long time. I finished all 4 routes of the main campaign a few months ago on the PS4, and since the Steam version has released recently, I wanted to give my thoughts on it. Fate Extella was and still is marketed as a hack and slash game, but I feel like many people are going to be disappointed going into it due to this misdirected marketing. The game is a visual novel first and foremost, an action game second. In fact, if you're familiar with any of the original Fate visual novels, or really any visual novels, just imagine all of the action scenes in them replaced by an action game sequence. The writing in this game is penned by the original Fate Stay Night author, Kinoko Nasu, and it retains much of its rather unique and some would say obtuse writing style, with strange sentence structures, ambiguous inner monologues that apparently other characters seem to be able to hear, and there is also a tendency to repeat its main motifs just a few too many times. That is not to say that the writing isn't good though. It's very good and uses a higher level of vocabulary than what you would expect out of games like these. I don't know how much of this is chalked up to good localization, but the end result is a joy to read. There are 4 main routes of the story, 3 of which focuses on the 3 main servants, Nero, Tamamo, and Altera. Without going into too much spoiler, there are 3 checkpoints, more so than endings, and towards the later quarter of the game, it all ties up nicely and you'll know what I mean. The action combat portion of this game is a much more mixed bag. The controls are smooth, responsive, and the frame rate keeps up. The noble phantasms look amazing, and it's a great joy for any Fate fan to finally be able to control their favorite characters directly. However, the combo system and damage mitigation system is very lacking. Combos take the form of a sequence of light attacks followed by heavy attacks, and that's about it. As you rack up your various gauges during normal combat, you can then perform an Extella maneuver. But these maneuvers look pretty much identical for every servant, so after 20 to 40 hours of gameplay, you really wish you could skip these. There's a block and dash mechanic to help you avoid damage, but the dash is so fast and moves you so far that you would pretty much never use block. You dash around the battlefield and stop to do a combo. If you see an attack coming during your combo, it's very often much more efficient to simply continue your combo and hope their attacks miss, or that you finish your combo before the attack lands. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the combat really lacks nuance. It's flashy, very pretty, and a joy to control, but not much thought was put into creating the challenge, other than letting the enemy servants hit you harder and giving them more HP. If you're already a fan of the Fate series, or if you enjoy visual novels, definitely pick this game up. It's 40 to 50 hours of really fun characters and a touching story. But if you're simply looking for an anime-styled hack and slash and not a fan of reading, then skip this game. The action combat, as I said, is fairly shallow, and does not carry this game to its full price if you decide to skip past all of the dialogue. Recently, they announced news that they're working on Extella 2, which I'm very excited for. I would love to spend more time with Nero, Tamamo, and even Altera. Now I just need them to also port Fate Extra and CCC to Steam as well so I can finally play them.